And good afternoon and welcome back to, I think it's session number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here at the Scottish International Open Qualifier 2024 at Hartlepool. And there you go, the motley crew that's qualified already. I'll tell you the motley crew already because I've got one sitting next to us. So we've got Colin Banks, John Wilson, Stephen Scott, and welcome to the commentary box, Aaron Johnson.
Thank you very much, Richie. Motley crew is definitely right.
How are you, mate? Well done last weekend, mate, on qualifying.
Thank you.
It was a long day for you.
Very long. Start about 9, half 9 in the morning and go on till 11 at night.
So you got? Did you get the early session? Did you?
Second session of the four main, the first
so
one.
You got the 10, about 10ish. It's a long day, but the reward was there for you at the end, mate.
It was. Luckily, played Jack Bird, who's
Jack in the final.
On there.
Yeah,
that was a very good game. So yeah, there's to get through a field like that, you can't not be happy.
No. I mean, it's nice from me looking from the outside is to see different faces qualify.
Definitely.
And I wish you all the way. Looking forward to West Lothian.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. Unfortunately, probably travel up there with Wayne, but you can't have everything.
Well, every cloud, I suppose, isn't it?
Exactly.
I think
But no, I can't wait. That'll be interesting to see when the draw comes out and to see your name in it.
That's right.
Be one of the best parts.
Yeah, and how's the indoor season gone? All right?
Yeah, not too bad. Had the under-25 singles national that I won at the start of the year in January, which was always nice with that being so early.
That stream.
Yeah,
some bombs there, mate, weren't there?
A lot of people have. I didn't think I was allowed to win that at a lot of points.
No.
At a lot of points, seeing how many views that bowl's got. I think it's hit over 100,000 now.
And I think when
ridiculous.
Did he draw to the ditch edge?
Honestly, that was a better bowl.
I thought it was.
That was a much better bowl. I don't think people realise how good that was. No ball on the green and tie-break end.
No, and I think you just sat down and think you must have said to yourself, that's not going to happen.
Sometimes you think it might not be your day, and sometimes you think it's not your day. And I was pretty confident then, but managed to just about sneak over the line.
Great, mate. Very good. So that gets you to British Isles.
British Isles, I managed to win in March, which was good experience again there down in Falcon, which was nice to have one in a sort of home series. And then I just found out this week that the World Under-25s is in Hong Kong in December.
You can't fall for it, man. Hey?
No, you
just
cannot.
Live the dream, mate.
So that'll be an experience no matter what.
Yes.
Fair
awesome. Play.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good, mate. Something to look forward to next year, mate. Yeah. So, our featured game, we have got a good old mate of the podcast, Trevor Taylor, and he's taking on Thomas Coombe from over the border. I've just changed them ends. People thinking, hold on, set 2. What are you on about? So are you ready for outdoors? Obviously you're playing tomorrow here in the first of the World Qualifiers.
Yes, exactly, yeah, and then that's my last game of indoors, ready for outdoors starting first week of May.
Looking forward to outdoors?
No, never do.
I don't think anybody is.
Never do, but we'll play it every year.
Yeah.
Always moan about it, and then you can't beat it in good weather at Leamington, at the Nationals when the greens are running crick. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
But the first month in May when I can't reach, I'd chuck myself down there. But no. I'll moan, but I'll still do it every night.
Well, that's it, mate.
Exactly. I'd say I do it for the people, but
that
that worries me as well.
Do it for the country. The country.
Have most people been playing up and down the ditch side on this one so far?
They haven't actually.
No,
they've been playing the inside.
Chipsticks in the commentary bar.
Oh, cheers, Jason. Thank you. I know people think he's nice, but until you meet him, you don't realise who he is.
He's absolute villain. He is.
Exactly.
I don't know where the game would be without him.
I certainly don't. It wouldn't be where it is now.
He gets a few people giving their opinions, which is always good. But I always say, give your opinion. If you criticise, then just give a solution.
Mm-hmm.
Then just chuck bombs out and walk away.
The fact he's making people give opinions, good or bad, is something good for the sport anyway. At least people are talking about it.
It is, right? Yeah.
Shows what I know, though. I played this rink twice a couple of weeks ago, and I played up and down the ditch hand religiously.
Did ditch hand, you know what it is? I've said to Jason, I mean, it looks like it's got 4 good hands. It's probably one of the few end rings where you can probably play the ditch hand tee to tee, because you know yourself, the balls nowadays, they're probably not made to play ditch hands.
No.
Tee to tee.
It's one of the only ones you could, but I did notice when you go up and short, which is all I usually do anyway, they just don't quite get back to centre, so it doesn't surprise me.
A little bit lazy. So, just to let you know, Trevor's second event, he was at his home qualifier with Carlisle, went out first round to Graham Robinson. Thomas Coombe's been in a couple. Carlisle won his first round, got beat off Alan MacDonald in second round, and up at Glasgow he got beat off Andy Fury in first round. Now the lads have had the trial ends, gloves are off and we're into it. Billy, if you're listening in the office, it's toasty over here now, mate. I take it all back. It was a bit freezing this morning.
It's always freezing up here.
Drive
5 hours to come up here just for freezing cold. Easter weekend, the sun's out and it still feels like it's about 10 degrees. I don't know how you guys do it.
No.
Yep, and both showing me exactly what I know playing not off the ditch hand.
I mean, you can play the ditch hand, it is playable, but Trevor's been knocking around for a while now over at Carlisle. Top man over at Carlisle, does a great job. As always, going out live on Facebook and YouTube. Any comments, feel free. See the comments. It's been a bit of an issue with, I don't know what's been happening with it, but it seems as if it's back up and working. Well played, Trevor.
What I have found unusual about this carpet on the bit I have played on it is, for the pace it is, I think it's reasonably heavy compared to a lot. It still bends an awful lot, which actually makes it seem heavier than it is, because you're having to go so far out there still for it to come back on a green of this pace. Doesn't usually happen.
Yeah,
I'd usually find myself inside the lines on a green of this speed, so it is a strange one to begin with.
I know that they had it stretched and they weren't happy with it. And I know the Masters weekend and the Open singles, everybody was saying it was pushier than they thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, apparently they had it stretched just that way as well, which they were saying is why it's bending more, but still the same pace.
Right.
But yeah, that is unusual, and hence a lot of games.
Carl was going to get them back out to re-stretch it. I don't know whether they have or not.
That's what I've seen in a lot of games when they begin short balls first couple ends.
Yeah. Good effort, Tom.
Decent start. I always think the first end of each set is the second most important end after the last one. Just overplayed it.
So do you like the sets player?
Yeah.
Aaron, yeah?
When I first started playing it through under 25s, it's lucky that I get to play it through that a lot of the time and some of the younger stuff. I hated it.
Did you?
It was notoriously different to anything I'd done, and I didn't understand it. But as I got slightly older and I used to be a slow starter, it used to help.
Right.
Because you go 6-7-0 down, chalk that off the scoreboard and go again. And now I play so much of it with this stuff in the 25s, so I'd say I prefer it.
Right.
I think every bowl has almost a bit more meaning with the sets like this, and I like the quicker formats. I think they keep it interesting and entertaining, personally.
I think it is for streaming-wise. I think you've got to have the quicker formats for the streaming-wise. Like I said, these is ideal.
But if they got rid of 21 up permanently, and the 4-hour time limit games, 21 ends, I think that would be such a shame, because I think many a bowler likes to come on the green knowing they could be on there for 4 hours in a marathon, and that's part of the game, I think.
My only thing that I would do is, and a lot of people say it does away with the fire shot, is the respot. I think that would be the only thing that I would. I know a lot of people.
I like
don't
the
like
respot,
it,
and I like it in even fours. I like it in all formats, but I would think it'd be a massive shame if you had the respot permanently. I think it's great to have games where you don't, because you've got some of these people that are so accurate, so accurate. That 9.5 times out of 10 they can just keep getting it out, and I like that war of attrition with, am I going to draw you off the park, or are you finally going to wear me down, basically, to where you get it? And like you say, with the respot, if you're controlling it well enough, it can take the fire out of the game. I don't think people see that.
I mean, my pet hate, and I've said it before, is slow play. I hate. I think it's the devil's work, slow play. And I just think the respot just... You can see people, like you watch a club final or what have you in 3 hours, and they're killing. They're looking for a 7 the last end,
and they play it for an hour.
They'll kill it for an hour.
This
venue's empty. They've all gone home.
You look at some of the national finals at Nottingham. You get there, they end up. I think I saw one was 13 ends. I think was the lowest out of 18 played in 3.5 hours.
Yeah, and I think if you cannot play 18 ends in 3.5 hours. On the pace of Nottingham as well, because I'm led to believe Nottingham's a little bit of a push on it.
Oh, just a little. Just a little. I would say on Nottingham's green, you should be able to get, with no dead ends, 23, 24 ends in easily, comfortably in 3.5. So you're talking nearly 1 in every 2 ends getting killed to not play it.
Yeah. Go on, Tom, you know you want to go on left. Go to the left, go to the right, dinner stand in the middle, you know.
He just wants the spotlight.
He just wants it, I know. I'll just have to go there. See if I can see the ball coming up somewhere. Oh, go to there. You can just see the jack.
Oh, now he moves, you're right.
See.
Very impressed by all the different camera angles you have, to be fair, being behind the setup here.
Got 6 cameras out now.
It's impressive. I mean, I'm very concerned that I'm going to spill something on the wires, but...
You are. Well, let's put this way. I did open pairs at Gateshead earlier in the season, and as it happened, we'd just finished the stream, and the lad tripped over the bloody mains lead and pulled it out, and everything went off. So you're all right.
I think I can do better than that. Just.
If I hear a snap, crackle and pop, I know so much spilt. Well, Tom, you got enough in it, son? No.
Not quite.
Was that 2, Jack? 2. That.
I'll tell you who I haven't seen today, who I thought I would, Bolty.
He was supposed to be in it, but he forgot he had tickets to go to a family do. His partner's one of the kids is going to a charity night. And it's a fight night thing. I could just see Bolty jumping in the ring here, getting a right scalping, but he's here tomorrow. He's not playing, but he's going to be on the comms tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Happy days. See him with a black eye tomorrow then.
Yeah, I know. Aye. Oh, well spotted. See, you keep me on my toes. Get that off. Even Trevor's putting the score right.
That's about the only thing I can do, numbers. Words are not so good. Trevor seems to have settled down on the line very quickly.
So have you got to go? Well, you said you've got to go 2 lengths. It's shortish. Is that your favourite altogether?
Yep, ever since I started at our club, Norfolk Bowling Club down there with Wayne and some of the others, we've always been taught from end one to go mat up and short and literally pretty much to the line. So give yourself a metre to cast it with, or as confident as you are really, and mat up and short, and it just seems to give you that initial advantage and throw people off enough, especially when you're on your home place, but also somewhere else if you're used to it and find it, just to give you any sort of little edge, because the amount of games that come down to just that, the 1s and 2s, and sometimes that's done it.
Yeah.
And I've just took that on into singles.
Okay. Well, Tom, I'm going to... 4-hand or backhand? Your favourite? Without giving you secrets away.
So, some people will love this. About only 3-4 years ago, I decided to be that confident and tell people that I don't need a backhand. And I refused to play it, even if there was 7 bowls in the way in the forehand. Didn't need to.
No.
I could be good enough on my forehand.
Right. Did you still go by that?
Soon got trounced by a few people that taught me, get that out of your head. And so now, weirdly, the other way, I'd probably say backhand just, but I don't mind anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, you asked me that 3-4 years ago, I would have told you don't need either of them. Just need the forehand.
Just need the forehand. Well, if you can either want a 6-pence on your backhand, just run down your forehand.
Exactly.
Well, I think that looks like a full house.
Does to me.
Up 3, I think, Trevor said.
Not a bad start.
Not at all. Dare I ask what happened in the Liberty final? I mean, you turned Durham out.
How do I mute my mic? How do I do that again? That's it.
What happened there?
I'm here with my Liberty team manager, Richard Summers, who's got through a couple games, so hopefully he's out of earshot. Not good stuff happened in the last half an hour.
Game managed, was it the 7? I looked at the board.
This is where I differ to other people. I don't think it was lost there in the 7. I've been told over the last 3 ends across each rink, so from 18 to 21, we lost those ends 33-4.
Right.
So you're going to struggle from that. But we went into those ends, something like 28, 27 ahead. But anyway, the 7, so we're 2 up on the board, with 2 ends to go. Other rink is holding 1, and it's a really closed down head. Each skip has 1 left each. I would say you're an 80% chance of us getting a 1 there, no matter what both skips does. So you're 3 up, really, going on to that end. Our skip has got last bowl. He's 4 down anyway.
Right.
He's 4 down anyway. So regardless of whether you drop a 4 or an 8, you've lost the game. You lose it by 1, you lose it by 4. And he was confident he was 4 down, so he backed himself. The more percentage shot was to hit a head that's like 2 foot wide and just roll into anything,
lift
get 3rd, get 4th, whatever. He wanted to hit the target he wanted, just got our bowl absolutely clean, and his ran the other way, missed everything for 7 down. So everyone goes, it's the 7, it's the 7.
No.
I'll be honest.
You go for the bigger picture.
4 or 7 makes no difference there. But other people have different views of that. But there was just none of us could quite string it together at the end. I don't think you'll ever see a comeback like that again. Personally, I don't think you'll ever see that again. But there you go.
Always learning in this game, mate, and nothing surprises you.
There certainly is.
Nothing surprises you.
No. And when you think you've seen it all,
something, I don't know, aka Sammy Telshard.
Because I don't think you'd ever call that one either.
No.
No one's taught him about the camera.
Jack. I know there are a few people who like to stand behind to watch them.
I mean, I can't really talk with Paul Nicholls and Bowls TV. I've had my fair amount of mistakes with that.
I've noticed.
Exactly. You'd think with my small stature I wouldn't be able to get in the way, but I can do it very well.
Yeah.
Very well. And I've got no excuse either, really.
See, when they stand in front of the cameras, what we tend to do, we tend to say, well, we tend to talk about trousers. Trevor's obviously wearing the Henslade trouser.
Yeah, getting the old school white still.
Yeah. Should do like the jockeys, you know, should get sponsors on the backside.
Gets the most coverage.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Still want a Trevor.
2 fours needed for an improbable tie. Your marker's 2 zoned in.
Oh, he's a good lad, Jack.
He is. He is. Very much one of those people you wouldn't know if he's won the lottery or anything.
Wouldn't like to play poker with him.
Certainly wouldn't.
Probably end up porking him. What we always say, well, we've said since these sets, but I mean, believe it or not, I've never ever played a game of sets. Never played.
Sorry?
No.
Never played a game of sets?
Never played a game of sets, mate. No, never have, mate.
Wow.
And we'll keep saying, when you're sort of like this position, 8-0 down, the key thing is to take it to 7 ends.
Yeah. Get as many ends under your belt as you can.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, to be fair to him, he'll do well to take this one to 7, but you never know.
Yeah. Let's see if he can take it to 6, can he? Just don't
Exactly. Win this end, take it to 6. Yeah. Nice to know my maths is already off. I already said he needs 2 fours to tie the set. No, he doesn't. There's 3 ends to go.
Hold on.
Thank God my club does not have that sound. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's not like I work with numbers either.
So I take it you do then.
Accountant.
Accountant as well. Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's all right. I think when everybody comes on here, they'll all do it the same as me. I do it all the time. They just look at me and laugh. They say you've got all the key, but no idea. That's what they say.
Brilliant.
Well, Trevor,
I'm going to be honest, Thomas is going to struggle to make a count out of this one.
Yeah, especially with the 2 up the wicket.
I think draw for the 2 and then try and get 2 threes. Is he there?
He's up again.
No. Well, got the one he needed to carry on another round. That's the one thing I never get. I have seen it a couple times here. People give away sets in positions like this.
Yeah, well, they just give up on it. Yeah.
I suppose maybe if you've got a favourite end you like to play and it somehow works for you, but I've just... In a game as short as this, with so little bowls for practice, and that another 4 bowls in the ring, I can't see how it can ever hurt.
Yeah. I mean, even if you just change the length, you know what I mean? You're sort of like, yeah, you hit one, you're not going to get... Just change the length and
exactly. See, before the next set, before it could go wrong for you then, if it goes wrong now, it don't matter.
Yeah.
I know other people say it differently.
And that's the beauty of the sport, mate. Everybody sees it differently. We can sit here and call shots left, right and centre. And
certainly can, and unfortunately the only right shot is the one that gets the shot.
Yeah. which is generally not the one I call.
No, me neither.
Gavin, I was wondering where you were. I was wondering if you were watching. Trevor's brother.
Another solid start. This is the last weekend of qualifiers this side of the season?
It is, yes. This is the last Scottish International one of the season. There's one more up at actually West Lothian itself on the, I want to say the 3rd or the 4th. It was called the Last Chance, but got changed this year to open up. So
oh right, okay. So it's no longer the people that get to the finals of each one.
It's been changed, and of course the World Singles first one tomorrow. So yeah, I've done some streaming the last this indoor season. Done more than we ever have done.
Very big mileage claim for you guys.
Yeah.
Not that you've got anyone to send it to.
No, you've got it.
I don't know if you've got any updates from Bromley on there, if who's going. I've got a little bit of Norfolk interest, so
Have you?
Having a look with.
Have a dig, right.
I say Norfolk, I better not. He's technically a Suffolk boy, but he's Norfolk really.
Ian
Catchpole.
Ian Catchpole, let's have a look. About 6 of them didn't turn up.
Oh, great start. Great start.
Ian Catchpole still going.
Hey, that's good. And then
You've got
Jack Wells there somewhere. I know he won his first one. Oh, well,
Jack Wells got beat off Andrew Penfold,
cool.
who now plays Ian Catchpole.
Ah, well, that's someone. I think the last one is a Tom Krajov.
Tom Krajov.
I think he had a fairly tough draw against Lloyd Sabatini, I think. Want to say 11:30?
Might be the top of the draw. Wasn't in that bit bad.
Maybe he was one of the 6. I hope he weren't.
He won.
Great result for him.
There's Adam Malloy.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll call them East Anglian because some of them are Suffolk, some of them are Norfolk, but the East Anglian ones are doing all right.
Don't know what happened on that end. I'm guessing that set's over with.
I believe it was 2 to Thomas, so the set's over.
Right.
But we'll see how wrong I was.
See your reputation going before you.
Mm-hmm. I like to make bold calls and get them wrong.
Well, I'm going out on a limb, mind you.
They're whacking the board back down to zeros, so we can't be too wrong. Tell you what, the one thing you can't do is ever fall asleep in this club. They're saying the ditches make when the bowl hit it.
But it's
Like a bomb's gone off.
Yeah, you automatically look up.
Yeah.
Then again, if you're getting that sound, you know they've missed.
You certainly do. So do the whole club. Well, and that's exactly what we talked about. Starting the second set off differently to the first.
Just regroup, mate, didn't it? Start again. Well, well done to your Pierce, Trevor, son. You're not bad. Oh, you played a one here.
That's a great ball.
Well played.
Whether it's shot or not, that's a great ball. They favour one to Thomas still.
I'll quickly rattle through the results from the last session. Gary R. Smith beat Jack Montgomery, who you seen on stream earlier on this morning. Conor Milne beat Paul Mosley. Jim Staples beat Thomas Newell. Ronnie Duncan beat Stephen Richardson. Darren Way got through in a tie-break against Gavin Abraham. Richard Summers won, beat Thomas Slater, and Ross Kinnell won as well. He beat Craig Newton, and of course Alan Ramsey beat Jack Bird, which you've seen on the stream.
Am I right in saying after this session it's the last 16 all on at the same time, or we got one more last 32 lot?
Nope, yep, you're correct, mate. 4 o'clock it's due.
So it gets to the stage where you're going to just see the players go on again and again and again if you win.
Yes.
No more breaks.
No more breaks.
They always seem like that. If you can get through the first couple, you feel like you're waiting around for ages, and then all of a sudden you wish you could have a break of even 10 minutes. It's just non-stop.
Yeah. Do you like, from a player's perspective, roll on, roll off?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're straight on, no hanging around.
I think that's the best way. I mean, if you speak to Wayne or anything, they'll say that my timekeeping's awful, so I shouldn't agree to that. But don't listen to them. My timekeeping's fine. They just
just the wrong times.
They just like to moan, or it's the wrong times. Yeah, I've never done the wrong day yet, so at least I've not done that. But yeah, I do like roll on, roll off, because at the end of the day, I think different rinks will always then catch back up to each other.
Aye.
With tie breaks taking, I don't know, on average 20 minutes, let's say.
Yeah.
There's no point waiting for the one tie break to finish to start off the next day each time. When, say, rink 1 has a tie break and then you're waiting for that, rink 4 might do next time and then slow down with it. So until you get to the, I don't know, maybe the last 16 stage where it's all on, I'd then probably wait. I think starting to do roll on, roll off the quarters and semis is a bit silly, because you might as well afford all the players the same amount of rest off.
Aye.
But while you're still doing the rounds of
the earlier rounds,
breaks,
roll on, roll off. I know that open singles have always done it, and the PBAs have started to do it.
Yeah, I've noticed that, which is good. Yeah, I think once the breaks stop between the games, you wait till they're all finished to start the next one. But before then, I think roll on, roll off just helps. And I would say this year you've been to more than me, but they have ran to time a lot better than in previous years, and I wonder if that's why.
Probably the other reason is, in previous years they've took 64 entries. Now they've only took 56.
That I didn't know.
Yeah. And that they've only dropped it down to 56 to try to cut out the 10 to 12 finishes. So that probably helps with what you said as well.
Yeah, that's true. I remember Wayne telling me if you do qualify in these things, it's midnight. It's midnight after midnight, and once he's done. And I haven't noticed that this year.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it's about 20 to 11 maybe.
Yeah, that's about what Leicester. I think Leicester might have even been just about half an hour before that.
Yeah,
it did well. So yeah, I think that's probably a smart decision.
Yeah. I mean, one year at Carlisle, was it last 2 years ago, I think at Carlisle, we didn't get finished till about 10 past 12. And I think they were still playing down at t'other one down south. They finished about 10:50. It's a long day.
Yeah, and it's harsh enough for the person that finishes second or even in the semis to realise you're on a completely different day and you've lost.
I started on Saturday, I finished on Sunday.
Talk about the expression "a day wasted." Don't sound good, does it?
Yeah. Well, so I'm having a dabble at this.
It's down a line to some. Oh. And unfortunately, that's give Trevor free go for free.
Yeah.
That I don't think he'll miss.
And this is my other thing that I see as well. When you come up against a good player, you've got to take these opportunities. Sorry, the slack draw for penalty kick. I call them penalty kicks for 3, because you know if the role's reversed, a good player
He's going to take these.
is going to take it. Because against a good player, you don't get many opportunities.
No, you don't. And I also think where people forget this with these sort of things as well, especially sets play, the good players will win a lot of sets by 1 and win some games on tie breaks even, but win sets by 1 and maybe win 2-0 but 6-5, 5-4. And you think, oh, it's lucky they always do that.
Yeah.
It's not luck. The difference between beating someone and losing to them by 1 is massive. And I don't sometimes think people realise that with game management of what they're doing. And the difference of just pressure bowls. I think you lose to someone by 1 or whatever in 21 up, 21-20, no matter how good the other player is, that's a close game.
Yeah.
In these sort of things, 6-5, 7-5 even, or that, say you've done that over 2 sets, you can feel like you gave them a good battle for sure, but the difference between doing that and actually beating them is quite big, I think.
Yeah.
And it will always be because of, like you said, those chances you either take or you don't.
And you can guarantee you look back at the game and you'll pick out the turning points and say, there you go. Didn't count on, you could have gotten the second set won.
Yeah, and I think you know by what chances you're looking back at how close you were. If you're saying, if I'd managed to side that jack just 2 yards further that way, I would have won that set.
Yeah.
If we're saying if I just drew within a yard, I would have won the game, you know how close you were. The quality of your chances kind of that you'll ruin.
Yeah.
You're doing. I would start to say you're sort of looking at this end that Thomas really needs to win now to stay in touch before it starts getting towards
Slips away.
looking for shots, yeah. And once you start having that mindset in, it becomes a lot harder.
Well, I don't think you're up, Thompson.
No, and Trevor doesn't care 2 jots about the fact that Thomas needs to win this end by the start of that.
I don't think he's up. He was bevving it there. Just caught him. So who's been the biggest influence on your ball's career, mate? Without embarrassing Wayne.
I really, really don't want to say his name. I want nothing more but to not say his name. Definitely him. People that deserve a massive mention is 2 people called Brenda and Keith Whitehead at our club, who have done junior coaching there for longer than I've probably been born.
Right.
So, longer than I've been there, and they've brought through people for years and years and years.
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong, Wayne's done a lot himself, but I'm sure they did stuff with him. And people before him, and since me, with my sister and other people, they've done a lot at that club. With maybe there definitely isn't as much junior bowls around now as there was, and I hate to say that. And I watch because there's so many people at my club that are sort of in that next age group to me,
Next
like
level, that's right.
30s to 35s even. And they talk about the names that were around when they were my age. It's incredible. It really is. And that's a shame to hear, really.
Yeah.
That there just isn't that depth that there maybe used to be. That might be the right word.
Yeah.
But no, people like that have really helped. And yeah, the club in general, having that really big sort of base group of people that age that are all competitive and want to play is massive. But yeah, Keith and Brenda Whitehead teaching me from the start, and Wayne's taught me a few things maybe, but I don't listen to most of it.
Wayne, if you're listening, I'm sure he does, mate. And again, does he?
He wouldn't listen to me either, so at least the feeling's mutual.
So 5-1. We go into end number 5. Change that scoreboard.
So let's see if I can actually do maths. 5 needed and 3, so you're looking at really, you're wanting multiples now.
If you come back with a fraction, I know you definitely your accountant.
Yeah, then
it's 2.35.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 4.5 shots will do, but it's not a bad start.
A good reply from Trevor.
Very. I probably wouldn't say you can have a bowl with better place than a foot pass when you're trying to not drop a multiple.
That's probably what you said earlier on, the old game management.
Yeah. Because as much as you now need to keep drawing something, if you're on any touch, no good.
Yeah.
No good, hence probably dropping short with that one. I do wonder sometimes how much of an advantage having one of these at your home club is. It is to begin with, but I often think playing at my own home club, and this could just be me, sometimes I don't like it because you expect the carpet to do something.
Right, yeah.
And then when it doesn't, where if you go away somewhere else, you have no idea. Sometimes you find it better because you're not expecting it to do something.
Aye. You look and you sort of like, there's a shot, and you're going, well,
I know from all the years I've played here that this doesn't really happen.
Aye. And he goes out and plays it.
Because he doesn't know and and doesn't care less about that.
Yeah. I mean, Davey always says 95% of this game is up in the air.
It certainly is. And I think that's also what you find when somebody wins something. Shockingly, they seem to keep winning more and more and more in that short period of time. It's a massive confidence game.
Yeah. Well, the ball is away, folks, on us. We'll get you on that angle. You'll see the ball coming in shot any minute.
Big bowl here for Tom, really. Get himself a double in here, and it looks more manageable again.
Playing under his own ball, mate. Get the lift on it.
Yeah, definitely. Big scoreboard up there says 5-1 after 3, but I don't think.
Unless I've gone early.
If I had half a brain, I'd work it out by which end they're playing, but that ain't going to happen.
I don't know. Yeah, this might be N4 actually. I might have gone early.
How many ends have they played, Jack?
How many ends have they played, Jack? 4 or 5?
We had that as N5.
4?
I'm up the bar though.
Oh, hey,
so it's your fault.
No,
That's all right then.
no,
Jack said it was his fault.
Making me out look a bloody...
Yeah.
Making me look a fool, a goddamn fool.
In that case, yeah, that's fine. Just get a 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh dear. Well, I've got newfound respect for these people that do these streams and commentate on them. I definitely wasn't one of these people sitting behind the phone going, how are they getting this like that?
We once did an event, me and Davey went down, Jason organised, there was a Manchester Open down at Heaton Park. We went down, we travelled down to Manchester, we set it up, it was outdoors, which is bad enough.
Yep.
And we had the draw. It was home and away, home and away, home and away. We're sitting up and trying to keep up there with everybody's score, but they just had anybody home and away.
Oh no.
It was car crash. It was absolute car crash. We said one fella had gone out, come on the next round.
Yeah, people getting commiserations messages left, right and centre off the green. Hard luck, mate. I can't believe you got battered.
Davey
was to their phone. I just won.
We just chucked the towel in the air. Just what the hell, man?
Oh. Doesn't overly help you when you're trying to stream and keep everyone updated. still at anyone's end this. Sort of one of these ends where we're talking about if you want to get back into it, you've got to take your chances here. Looks good enough to me. There you go.
Oh, well played.
That's a great reply.
Oh, well played, Trevor.
Well played. If you listen to anyone, I love to make an early call on a bowls game and get it wrong, but I might say that that was match ball.
Yeah. Gone early, gone early.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
look, let's just see, is it that one?
Under pressure.
No, it's not that one. No, it's not that one. That's the one I was looking for. That's the one I was looking for.
If I had these sound effects follow me round, I would be in a lot of trouble.
I should write them down, which is which. Didn't press the red and that's the music.
Oh, okay.
People will switch off. They switch off anywhere, like, but... I just need to get a grab, Thompson. Oh, great effort.
Not quite.
It's,
I'm not sure he'll even bother. Okay, he's going to.
if only Trevor would tell us if he was lying shot.
I think that's the most I've ever seen him smile.
It is, I don't know, was it the middle finger he chucked there?
That wouldn't have surprised me.
We'll see, he's lying one.
Yeah. Braver man than me bowling this when he holds one. But also probably a smarter man than me, so I don't blame him.
I think that's a slack draw.
Yeah.
He's teaming back, you know. Good effort.
No, not bad at all. Thank you. Thanks, Jack.
Jack, next time you're marking, I'm going to mic you up, son. I'll get the mics on you.
Still not sure you'd hear him from the mic being right next to him. He's that quiet.
It's not. We tried micing the players up for the Masters pairs.
Oh, yeah?
We put Bolty and Hartley on. He says, right, you're my guinea pig, try your house. And it worked well, actually.
Good.
It was,
Have to censor much, or were you all right with them too?
well, Paul was potty mouth 3 times. he came out with the F-bomb.
Was it after Watershed by that time? I don't think it was quite.
I think. He dropped the F-bomb, and then he dropped the F-bomb because he dropped the F-bomb.
That's all right then. He's apologised for himself.
It was like a left hook and a right hook.
Brilliant.
But it was good. It worked well because you get what
They're thinking.
talking through the shots and what have you. But it worked
Must
well.
be hard of you guys to sort their audio and your audio to make it match about the right amount, though.
I just leave it on. I just leave it on there all the time. It was an experiment. It worked well for the pairs. We've done it in 2 rounds, 3 rounds. We did it. Singles, you're not going to get the chat.
No. No, there's not a lot of chat in singles. And most of the chat probably is swear words in that, so probably a good idea not to.
Well,
Just under, but that's the shot he's got to play now.
yeah.
Need a 2 to realistically have any sort of chance. But today will be the day I play my best games of bowls ever, because I haven't played a wrong shot yet in 5 sessions.
Well, Tom,
get down quick.
Going to get the wrong side of Trevor's ball here.
Ouch. Shocked if Trevor just doesn't chuck this really, really deep.
Yep.
Thanks for doing what I thought you would.
Oh, that's well good. Yeah,
I'll take that one.
You can have that one.
Wasn't sarcastic at all. Ouch.
A try.
And I think that's the game.
And that's the game. 2 to Trevor. It's 2.
Well, we're more sure of it than they are, but I think that's the game.
I'm sure it is. Come on, shake hands, lads. You know you want to. There you go.
There it is.
Right, well, thanks for coming on, mate. Much appreciated.
No problem
if you're knocking around, we'll get you on for one of the next ones as well.
Absolutely fine if you guys want me back.
Mate. Yep, not a problem. As always, folks, thanks for your support. This has been a Wrong Bias podcast production. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. I think they'll just be playing catch up to see who's into the last 16, where the green will be full. So I'll see you in about 5 minutes, folks. Thank you.